Hi, and welcome to another Ready to Ride session where today we are going to be focusing on the foam rollers once again, but this time taking the level of effort up a little bit more. So we're increasing the challenges to your balance both lying down and standing up. Please make sure before you do this one that you are competent with the first foam roller session, which is just a little bit easier. Make sure you've done a good warm-up session and just make sure you're feeling in a good relaxed frame of mind before you start. This is all about working your core really hard, working your balance really hard. So if you're already tense, you're probably going to really struggle. So we're going to start off lying down. You need your two rollers on end to end. Get yourself comfortable onto the rollers and make sure that your headlights are level in your new pelvic neutral position. Take your pelvic floor lift up onto floor 3, and you really want to activate the ropes that run between your ribs and your pelvis. They're going to be really key, particularly for this first exercise. So we're going to work on your upper body, and it might seem quite easy when you first get going with this, but actually once you take your arms out of the balance equation, you do find you start to wobble a little bit more. So you're going to bring your hands up so they're pointing up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to open out as if you were opening a newspaper. Then bring your hands back up to the top. Then open out as if you were doing your toy soldier arms. Then back up to the top. Open out like the newspaper movement again, and back up, and then into the opposite toy soldier movement. As you're doing this, you really want to make sure that those ropes don't lengthen so that your ribs stay anchored to your pelvis. But also try to watch that you don't start to wobble from one side to the other. So there's really nothing keeping your spine along your roller now apart from your core. You've taken your arms away, so you're relying on your core to keep you level. Okay, so I'm going to do one more of each movement, and you'll note that my arms are not going flat down to the floor, they're going to where I feel I can go whilst keeping my ribs anchored down towards my pelvis. Okay, so now I'm going to put my hands onto my headlights to make sure that my pelvis stays in neutral. Pelvic floor once again onto floor 3. I'm going to have a go at doing your scissors in this position. Okay, so keeping those headlights really level, you're bringing one leg up to your tabletop, back down, and then the other leg up to tabletop and back down again. Once again, trying to keep your body as still as you can on your roller. Use the hands to give you that feedback, but watch that you're not anchoring down through your elbows. So you're using your core muscles to keep you still. You're not using your elbows, not using your arms. Keep the pelvic floor going as well. Okay, so now we're going to ramp it up a little bit, and you're going to keep your legs into the tabletop position. So one at a time, legs up into tabletop. Again, keep your elbows there just for a little bit of feedback, but try not to press down through your arms. Neutral pelvis position, pelvic floor onto floor 3, and see if you can have a go first of all at doing the hip twist from here. So whole leg out and back up, other leg, whole leg out and back up. And keep the movement really small, don't try and make it particularly big, because then you will just literally roll off your roller. So pelvic floor, neutral pelvis, keep your elbows as light as you can and keep the movement really small. Okay, then we're going to move on to doing your scissors from this position. So once again, neutral pelvis, pelvic floor, and then down and back up, down and back up. Keeping your body as still as you can, watching you're not rolling, not rocking, not anchoring through your elbows. I'm not going to be so mean as to ask you to take your elbows away, but really watch that you're not pressing down through your arms so that your core muscles are really working. You might start to feel it through your low back muscles. That's okay. I'm not going to make you do too many of those, but they need to be working as well. I'm going to do one more with each leg. Okay, and then one at a time, feet back down. And now we're going to get up into standing. So off the rollers as daintily as you can. And for this one in standing, you just need to have one roller. Start off with, let's just get your balance. Familiarise yourselves with standing up again, having been lying down and working yourself quite hard. And just get your balance, get yourself anchored and used to being up on the roller, getting your body used to that movement of rocking backwards and forwards. And then I'd like you to stand onto one leg. It might seem like that's completely crazy, but actually it's not totally impossible. So once you're on one leg, see if you can then focus on keeping your headlights level pelvic floor onto floor 3, and now you're standing. Think about relaxing through neck and shoulders like we covered in the first roller session. It's a really good opportunity to practice those times when you're riding where you might have extra tension coming through your body, whatever the cause, anxiety, tense horse, whatever it is. Practicing dealing with tension through the body but relaxing through your neck, shoulders and down through your arms. Okay, so pelvic floor, level headlights, and then see if you can do a few squats on one leg. Don't be afraid of having wobbles, it's fine. Part of the training process is dealing with those wobbles and for your body to learn how to cope with the wobbles and to correct them and gradually over time improve them. Keep relaxed through the neck and shoulders, really try to keep your headlights nice and level. Okay, before that leg gets too tired, so I'm going to have a go on the other side. So once again, get your balance first of all, find that neutral position through your pelvis, your pelvic floor, relax neck and shoulders, and then off you go again. Try and do a few squats on this side. And you probably will find that one side is a bit easier than the other. Totally normal. Obviously you're aiming to have both sides as good as each other, but it doesn't matter if one side is a little better than the other. Keep relaxed through neck and shoulders. I'm going to keep reminding you that it's so important. I don't want you to have headaches having been doing this, or jaw aches, or any forms of tension. Okay, we're going to move on now to seeing if you can have a go at going up and down on your heels, sorry, on your toes on one leg. So position your toes more in the centre of your roller so you're not so much toes off the front, and then see if you can go up and down on your roller, still keeping relaxed through neck and shoulders. And again, don't worry if you find that you get the odd wobble and you come off. All part of the learning and improving process. Okay, and then swap and have a go with the other side. So once again, get your foot so that your toes are in the middle of the roller. Get your balance, relax your neck and shoulders, go floppy, and then up and down. I'm not doing a great example here. Okay, so if you really lose the plot, so to speak, don't be afraid to just completely recalibrate, find your balance, and then off you go again. There we go, getting it now. Okay, right. And now we're going to move on to doing a slight sort of combination of what we did in the last video, and we're going to stay with 2 feet on the roller this time, and you're going to go into a squat position, and once you're in the squat position, arms across the chest, then you're going to do the rotation movement in the squat position. So you're now trying to maintain the squat and maintain your balance. Try to keep your headlights forwards. I think I've lost mine already a couple of times. As I said before, don't worry if you lose your position. Just recalibrate, rebalance, and start off again. This is such a good exercise if you're doing any form of jumping. Always want to make sure that you can go wherever your horse goes, whatever your horse does underneath you. You want to be sure that you can manage to do it. Okay, fine. I'm going to bring you up into standing, and I think it's time to step off and give yourself a breather. Have a little walk on the spot. Loosen off around your hips, around your thighs. They've worked really hard. Okay, we're going to leave it there for that session because that's a short but fairly intense session. There's no point in pushing yourselves too hard, particularly with the foam roller, because you will just find that tension starts to creep in, you'll be uncomfortable afterwards, and actually you'll start to lose the quality of the work that you do, just the same as if you were schooling the horse with a particularly hard exercise at home. So we'll leave it there. Make sure you, if you're not going to go and do a different set of exercises now, do one of the cool down sessions and take it easy. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed to this channel, then you'll get all the regular new videos as they come through. And if you want any more background to this, check out the Ready to Ride blog. There's a whole section on how to use the foam roller as part of your home training, and I will see you next time.